What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We will be flying the Aerosoft CRJ-700 tonight from Montreal to Allentown. Another ferry flight, getting our second CRJ-700 for Eastern Aviation Airlines down from Montreal to Allentown, which is our home base. So thanks for coming along this flight today. Kind of a duplicate of what we did last time, but got to get these aircraft down there, and I might as well stream it. So a little bit different stream today, a little bit more relaxed. I'm not going to be as, focused, I guess, on performing for everybody. We're just going to get going here and finish my checklist here. I'm on the cleared to start checklist. All right, personal devices are off, APU on, so go overhead. And we'll turn our APU on. So we'll go first off, we need to make sure that our AP door flap is now open, and we can start that. Jaden, how's it going? Fly guy, have been here in a while. How are you? Doing well. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. I am doing both, so thanks for asking. How you doing, Fly guy? Why does it say yaw dampener off? I've rented this issue. It says yaw dampener's off, but really it's not. So, click. Here we go. Yaw dampener 2 and up. There we go. Okay. And AP is about to be completed. On the start here. Alrighty, so on and available. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and get that removed and that removed. Go and remove the shocks as well. Checklist. APU completed to start. Electronics checked. Takeoff data has already been set. Doors closed and locked. Beacon is on. Fuel pumps and quantity. Let's see here what we got in quantity of fuel. 3570. That is what we want. Those will come off when we turn the engines on. Fuel pumps quantity, hydraulic pumps, auto and on. I believe that's going to be correct. Yep. And parking brake is set. All right, so now we can go and start the engines. To do that, we're simply going to start with the right engine today. And we're watching as N2 rises. And we're looking for just about 19. We'll go ahead and flip the switch and bring it up to idle. Flip the switch, bring it up to idle. Wait for it to finish starting. Perfect. As we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, number 1 or left engine. And your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here. 18. And here. There's 19. Flip and pull. There's fuel flow, and 2's rising, and 1's rising. ITT is rising dramatically, as we expect. Oil pressure is rising. All right, so Mock trim and stab trim is still saying. All right, there's that. And there's that off. Perfect. So 1 and 2 are online. We'll go ahead and kill our APU now. Flip that to closed, and let's go through the rest of the checklist here. After start, electronics generators are auto set, auto packs on, APUs off. Into ice, not required right now. Visible steering to armed. And taxi checklist, flight controls check. I'm going to do that before I even take off here. Or start moving here. Make sure that all is correct. Trims green checked. I believe they're already in that position. Thrust reversers armed. I need to do that right here. And brake tip check, and we're cool. So, all right. So let's go ahead and taxi. We're going to be taxiing to runway 6, just like last time. It's all based off of weather. Just so happens to be working out there. Ooh, one thing I do want to do is change the altitude. $34,000. All right, so let's go ahead and flip this guy around. To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first release parking brake. Turn on my taxi lights. Logo's going to come on as well. I'm going to press my right pedal down and increase my left thrust levers. And also turning right as well. Ignoring that truck I just went through. All right, bring it back down to equal thrust. And we're on our way. Good. For takeoff. That up for when we get up here. I might get in some jitters. You see this? It's like kind of almost like frame droppage, but it's fine on my streaming end. Okay, so it's going to be, should be about an hour flight in the air today. Oh yeah, I'm taxing from memory. Yeah, this is Montreal CYMX, and it's not actually marked correctly or anything. So, yeah, I'm taxing just from memory. Like I said, I've already done this flight before with a different jet, getting them to our home base. So I'm just kind of mimicking in a way what I've already done. Stab on one inop. There we go. Alright, so before taxi, checklist, lights and strobes on. So, strobe lights on. Landing lights on. Advise transponder TCAS on a set. Not going to worry about that today. Radar also not going to worry about that. CAS checked. Okay. Hold short here. Get my climb checklist up. All right, standby is not the case. We're just going to throw in a random squawk code just for the heck of it. Squawk, yes. On. Return. I don't remember how to turn it off standby. That takes me in here. I thought it was you clicked the button, but obviously I am mistaken somehow. Auto, that's fine. Graphic on and above. That's correct what I want. That's fine. I'll figure that out later. Again, not actually flying on VASM or anything, so don't have to worry about that. Okay. So we're ready to go. Flight director, go and get that on. And we want it. Actually, we're going to want heading mode selected. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a totally different animal than the Airbus. Totally different animal. Yeah, well, I'm really light right now. Um, it's pretty light, so yeah, I was climbing pretty fast. Fuel looks good. CPU thrust reversers off. Oh gosh, that's not what I meant to do. Approaching 10,000 feet. I'm set 260 on my climb out. Actually, I think it's supposed to be 280. $10,000. This all stay on while it goes off. All right, so we're up. Should be a pretty pretty smooth fly, I think. Rick Nicholson Duke. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Best I've seen. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Up. Regreen. Yep. Okay. Cirrus SF50, and that's about it. Are you talking about real life? Or you fly that in real life, or you fly that just in virtual? Chief Jet Bo. No worries, man. I know I originally said it was going to be 8 o'clock. It's not 8 o'clock. I started at 7:30. That's on me. So you're not late. I'm early. Okay, so she's flying the sim. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, they're serving sandwiches, folks. Hope you brought your appetite. All right, standard. There's standard. Looking good, guys. We are looking good. Now that I'm more familiar with this aircraft, it definitely feels a lot, I feel a lot more comfortable in it, I guess. Now that I've already flown it once. I can't see over here, hold on. Nope, that's not it. One of these is the lights. There it is. There's not one yet. They are making the CRJ-1000, so that's coming. That's going to be technically another aircraft, like add-on things they're going to charge for. But you get like, I want to say it's like 80% or 60% off if you already own it. Something like that. Cabin is increasing in altitude. That is good. I agree, Chief. Love the streets, by the way. 1010. Do you use the switches outside throttle and yoke, etc. on the honeycomb a lot, or do you find it easier just to use the mouse to click on the virtual buttons? It depends on the aircraft. If it's GA, I use these exclusively. If it's something like this, because of the way they have their lighting set up and all of that kind of stuff, it's different than what they have here on the yoke switch panel. So I don't touch this during I'm flying an airliner. Over here, though, on the Bravo throttle quadrant, there's a couple I'll touch. I need to get familiar with how they have the autopilot set up and get that configured correctly so I can do it all right here. I think that would be easier for me. Gear lever, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's nice. I use that too. All right, what's my progress? So we should be there in about 44 minutes. Probably maybe that's probably accurate. The drawing for, well, not the drawing isn't for the yokes. My Bravo throttle stuff, or it's not for the honeycomb stuff. But there is a Logitech switch panel that's going to be up, as well as a Logitech 3D Extreme Pro joystick, as well as a Logitech throttle quadrant, based on my old gear. How much you can't bribe me to win. Obviously, I appreciate any and all donations or memberships, but yeah, you can't bribe me to. That doesn't work. That's not how this works. But I do appreciate donations for sure. So if you guys have $1 or whatever you want to throw my way, you can hit that super chat button, or you can hit streamlabs.com/MicahMesser1. That's also an option. And of course, you have patreon.com/MNFlightClub for the monthly, and then you have here on YouTube, you hit the join button down below. That's how you can support me financially. No limit, Glenn. Well, here's the thing. I didn't know either until I got it and learned. So it's just gonna, you have to just gotta dive in. Everyone has a price. Maybe. But even if you gave me $1 million, let's just say you gave me $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, doesn't matter. What I wouldn't do, I wouldn't give you the prizes that I promised I would give as free donation. I might give you some other cool stuff, but I wouldn't give you that which I promised to be free and open. Good Deeds Fishing, $10. $10. Thanks for answering all my questions. You are most welcome, Good Deeds Fishing. Thank you so much, man. That's the largest dono I've gotten in a long time. Thank you. No limit, Glenn. Absolutely. Hit that sub button down below. That's also a free way you guys can support me. Hit the sub button down below. I just passed 2,750 subscribers. I'm not like 2,776 or something like that. So if you're able to you can't send me money or anything like that, that's totally cool. Hit that sub button down below, bell notification icon, and of course hit that like button as well. So for sure, hit that. That is free. And if you're watching this after the fact, comment. I know it sounds dumb, but it's just the way it is. Comment down below. Tell me what you think of the 700, what you think of my streams, what you think I should do next, whatever you want to say. Just it could be a word, as long as it's appropriate. Just comment down below with it. That helps with the algorithms of YouTube. All right, we're approaching 34,000 feet. Again, thanks, Good Deeds Fishing. Appreciate that. Really do. Really do. I've been looking at my income versus my expenditures versus income here with my streaming, and I'm like, I'm kind of losing money. Which is fine. I mean, I started losing money from the beginning. I had a little bit of time where I was actually making money, but that's kind of gone away. But that's okay. I don't do it for the money. It is a nice side effect. I definitely don't do it for it. I just love aviation. Girl pilot. Oh yeah. Well, you don't have to. There's default ones. There's free ones out there that are great. Like X-Plane has the Zebo mod, free aircraft, fantastic aircraft. All right, we're going to bring my throttles back to cruise here. But here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, you have the fly-by-wire Airbus A320, fantastic freeware aircraft as well. So there are good free ones out there, but there are also good payware. This is a payware one that I bought. It cost me $50 to do. So Good Deeds Fishing, that was 1/5 of the cost of this aircraft. So I'm trying to use it. But I do plan to do some cool things with this guy. I'm still in the process of learning it myself. Once I think I've learned it and basically mastered it, then I'm going to do some tutorials and such for all of you. Oh, no. No, you don't have to do any of that. No, there's a bunch of freeware liveries out there that you can just slap on your plane and go flying. It's literally, you just have to like buy a model for a certain aircraft. But yeah, there's free liveries for everything. You're not having to buy like, oh, I gotta buy this plane and it stays in this location or anything like that. It's just like a game. I want to spawn in this aircraft at whatever airport you decide, kind of deal. All right. So, it says 36 minutes. 12 minutes to Syracuse. And then it's not far from there. I'll do my top of descent. I do have my descent checklist here. We'll do our approach briefing. Just getting something ready for you guys. Perfect. Put that up here. Make you go away. Okay. I'm flying to Allentown, Pennsylvania. Getting a little fast there. It's where my virtual airline hub is. Tailwind, it's only about 19 knots right now, so well, it's a quartering tailwind, so it's more like 10 knots or so. It's pretty much 45. All right, almost there. There's that top. That works, and bottom 50. Sunset shot. Yeah, we could do that. Sun's already sunk, though. All right, so let's cover our approach here. So basically what we have, we got our the start upper left hand corner, we got our localizer frequency 110.7, our approach course of 063. Length of the runway is just about 600 feet. Touchdown zone elevation is 394, same as airport elevation. So really, this is the most important information that we have right here that we need to focus on for our approach. Yeah. And we got our minimums set right there. So yeah, so this is our ILS chart. And should be relatively simple. We'll probably come in almost like a wide left downwind. Come in, establish on our localizer, and then I'll probably switch it to manual and manually get us down, because we got printed visibility and such, and see if we can't beat my last rating. If we do have a missed approach, we'll climb to 3,000 feet on a heading of 6063 to STW R243 Moldry, intercept 250 DME radar and hold. All right, so basically 250, 28.5 miles from STW, which is right here. It's a VOR 109.6 at off a radial of a 243, and radial from SBJ of 309, and we'll hold here unless otherwise stated by ATC. It looks like it's a left side hold. That's what that is right there. More than likely we'll climb up to 3,000 and we'll turn left and come back in and do another shot. Since we don't have ATC, that's probably what we'll end up doing. But that would be the actual procedure if we were to use it. All right. Top descent is in 80 miles. Yeah, 80 miles. So yeah, we're basically, the only thing I gotta do is set my airport elevation 394 in my, this guy right here. So too far, bring it back down to 400. That'll do, it's close enough. So we're about 30 minutes out from Allentown. And if we look here in our DIRT intercept page, or direct intercept page, we're actually given our feet per minute descent rate and our, why did we just drop a couple hundred feet? That's weird. You guys see that? Increase throttle to get back up here. So we'll descend about 1,300 feet. Did the stream break? I didn't have any frame drops. 1,300 feet on a descent. Descent rate there of 1,400 feet looks like now. That'll probably change when we actually get top descent. It'll probably be a little bit more steep than that. That's weird. Yeah, that's strange. So our altitude, 3,000 feet. So set that 3,000. That's interesting. That's reverse. Hmm. I love the 30-degree turns when it should be half bank, as it says right there. There's one glitch I'm ready for Airsoft to fix. Now we got a 24 knot tailwind. So it didn't capture the ILS this last time I flew it. But I'm going to try something a little different this time. I think I was too high. I'm going to try undershooting it and see if I can't capture it that way. I captured the localizer, it just didn't capture the glide slope. And I was the only one who had this issue. I did notice that Flight Deck to Sim, who's a real 737 pilot, so not a CRJ pilot, but a real 737 pilot, did have the same problem. And so I don't know if that's a known issue or maybe that's how the CRJ really is. I don't know. If you come down on top of it, it doesn't capture it. So maybe you have to come underneath it. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Cold Train. So we're going to try it out. We're going to see if coming underneath it's going to work. Speaking of, actually, what I'm going to do here is set it to 2,400 feet. Maybe it is. It could be, I guess. But we'll try coming underneath and see if we can't grab it this time. Let's see what Allentown Metar is saying. 13.3, so it's 4.7. 110 at 8. 1/6 is correct. Clear. 13 minus 2. Altimeter 3028. Alright, so 3028. Alright, 20 miles top of descent. I'm looking for about 2,000 on our vertical speed. Negative 2,000, that is. Roll a wreck and... $2,000. I'm doing well, Drew. How you doing? All right. $280. No, we haven't talked in a while, man. Is my throttle's not calibrated correctly? It's weird. It's like dropping way below where it should be. Something's weird about that. I've noticed that it doesn't actually correspond unless you move them both at the same time. They like get offset and it's weird. And it keeps moving up on its own volition, which is also weird because I don't have any speed controls set right now. See, it keeps going back up to 70. I haven't moved my throttle. Like... See, like one dropped way more than the other, and they're the same on my throttle quadrant, and they're the same right here. And watch, they're going to creep back up to 70. Let's climb. Descent. 290 is what it's targeting. Maybe that's what it's doing. But it was doing on climb. It's been doing that in all phases of flight. Yeah, I did. I did calibrate them. I mean, you can see that they're equal and they're showing up here just fine. Like the actual handles themselves are equating to what is showing right now on my throttle quadrant, but it's just like one will go fast than the other, and then they'll speed both up, and I don't know. I do some cams occasionally. It's not that often anymore. AJ, what's going on? You are in time. We're descending right now. And then I increase throttle and watch. It drops. What? Alright, so what was the... 3028. About to pass 18,000 feet here shortly. At Beers, we're going to Vector. Which means we're going to basically use our heading bug and get us into a long, large downwind. Eighteen thousand feet. me go ahead and set this. $240. So when we approach 10,000 feet, we slow down below what we need to. Sometimes FSA airlines or FS airlines will register you going faster than you actually are. Or if you accidentally hit 250, it's like, oh, you violated it, and it like hits your rating. It's dumb. The aircraft is beautiful. My biggest complaints so far is the throttle issue that I'm seeing, and maybe it's not an issue. Maybe that's just the way the actual aircraft is. If that's the case, oh, I wouldn't want to fly it. The other is the obnoxious wind noise. It's way too loud. But so far, besides that, I've been pretty pleased with it. With the engine texturing, I honestly haven't looked inside. Is it awful? I bet you it's awful, isn't it? Can't really see it right now. Nighttime. Both my engines are at idle. Notice one dropped below the other. Doesn't make any sense. $10,000 feet, landing lights coming on, and logos coming on. I haven't had any issues with the V-speeds yet. What's the bug? Huh. I haven't experienced that, no. I mean, I had a little bit of a rough takeoff this time, but last time it was perfectly smooth, so I don't know. All right, we're about to start making our turns here. We got Allentown right off our nose here. Once we hit Beers, we'll make a right-hand turn. The heading of 243. Alrighty. Active is 110.7. That's what we want to see. There is Allentown International Airport. This little blinking lights, that is the threshold of rail. Threshold's about right there of runway 6. Will be what we're landing at. Alrighty. I'm approaching Allentown, Pennsylvania. Approximately 15 miles north of Allentown International Airport at 4,500 feet, descending 2,400. You can't because I have multiplayer off. But I recommend the aircraft. I mean, it's good. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it just yet. I'd wait till they release their fixes and updates. All right, thrust reversers armed. What is this? A pair product with a bunch of bugs? Never. That's impossible. Inconceivable. All right. Like I said, I'm going to try coming underneath the ILS this time. Yep, I would recommend that. All right, so 163. Ah. Yeah, it is always unavailable. All right, 2,400 feet. I hate when that happens. Not yet. Once I get the lock on with the localizer, then I will. All right, there's the lock. Flaps 20, gear down. Overshot the runway. That's also common. Snake, yes. Yes, that's the answer. Maybe not the answer you hope for, but it's the answer that we all deserve. It says it captured the glide slope. Maybe it has. Is it actually working? I think it may be working, guys. Yes! It is working! Haha! So yeah, come underneath it. Well, now we know, guys. Now that we know, we'll disengage and we'll go manual here. Because we got plenty of visibility here. I need to practice anyway. Get my regular view. There we go. And we basically got a straight on headwind here, which is perfect. Getting a little low. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. That was weird. That was strange.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Oh no. I started freaking out there. Yeah, why does it tilt like that?
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
That's strange, guys. Yeah, we got some bugs. We got some bugs that they need to fix. I don't know if they're Boeing or if they're just a general call out. All right. Well, what was my landing rate? I didn't even see it. What was it? All right, 238. Oh, man, I want to say that's exactly what I got last time. Hold on. Let me check it. Man, if that's exactly what I got last time. Oh, no, last time was negative 265, so I did better this time. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, my friends. I'm going to get this aircraft parked up here. I want to thank you again for stopping by and checking me out and having some fun. Don't forget to like the video. Hit the subscribe button down below. And bell notification icon. As well as you can join the flight club for as little as $4 a month, guys. Hit the join button down below. Or you can go to patreon.com/MFlightClub and help out a fellow simmer keep simming and streamer keeps streaming. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time up in the sky.